Hey there, my friend. It's Dr. Anthony Balduzzi here from the Fit Father Project, and I'm pumped up to shoot today's video for you on how many calories should you eat to gain muscle. Super important topic, is as you know, strength training and doing the weightlifting is only part of the muscle building equation. It stimulates the muscle, but then outside the gym, we need to make sure we're fueling and recovering, and calories are key. And you've probably experienced this yourself. If you're watching this video, you've probably gone through a period where you've been doing a lot of workouts and not seeing the right kind of results, and maybe you're a little frustrated, or you've been on the other side where you've been overeating and gaining a lot of fat and not really seeing a pure muscle building result that you want. So my promise to you in this video is I am going to help you uncover the exact number of calories that you need to eat for your height, your age, your body to start building muscle in the right way without putting on fat. And I actually, below in the description of this video, I put together our free calorie calculator tool where after you go through this video with me, you can scroll below, you can click that link, and you can open up that free Google Excel spreadsheet, and you can actually type in your numbers, and it'll actually give you your exact calories to build muscle. So I know you're gonna love that. So get out your pen and paper, take some notes, and let's dive on in.
FitFatherProject.com.
All right, so to get into this topic on how many calories should I eat to gain muscle, the first thing, again, we need to kind of recap the big picture of what it takes to build muscle. You need to do strength training, smart training that's stimulating all your major muscle groups. You need to be using progressive resistance, meaning you're lifting heavier weights over time. And then outside the gym, you're eating enough food, you're sleeping, you're drinking water, and you're prioritizing recovery. Muscles grow outside the gym. The training is just a stimulus to get the whole thing going. And that's why calories are so essential, because calories provide the building blocks to both fuel your workout, the calories you need to actually get a good exercise session, and the calories you need, particularly the proteins, to help repair your muscle tissue after you've done the workout. So when it comes to calories to build muscle, there are a couple different factors that go into how many calories your body specifically needs. The first one is your age. As we get older, our metabolism declines in metabolic rate. So what that means is guys in their 40s, 50s, and 60s need fewer calories to build muscle than guys who are in their teens, 20s, 30s. They're just not burning as many calories at baseline. And honestly, in a way, that can be a blessing in disguise. But it also makes it so you can overeat. But the age is one important thing. The other thing is your height and your weight. Bigger people have bigger muscles, have bigger organs, have bigger bones, require more calories every day. That's why when you look at someone who, let's say, is 400 pounds overweight, they may be burning 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day just existing. They have a very high metabolic rate because they have a ton of tissue, right, to carry around. So that's a factor also when it comes to your muscle building. What is your height and your weight? And then the final thing is your activity level. How active are you throughout the day? There's a big difference between if you have a desk job or if you're a construction worker and you're out there lifting 2x4s all day. That is also burning a lot of calories, so that needs to be taken into account. So again, I mentioned that we have a free calorie calculator for you. It's linked below in the description. It is a free open source Google Sheets. We include this with our full old school muscle building program, the 8-week muscle building program for guys who want to build muscle in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. But I want to give it to you today for free, so you can click that link and open that up. You'll have to make a copy on your computer, and then you can use that sheet. But what that sheet essentially does is uses an equation that factors in your height, your weight, your age, and your activity level to kick out a number that we're going to call your TDEE. That's your total daily energy expenditure. So this is an estimation number based on your height, weight, age, and activity factor of how many calories you burn every single day to be at baseline. So this number is really important to know because let's say to just maintain weight, this calculator tells you that you need to be eating 2,500 calories, on the button. If you're eating fewer than that, then you're going to be in a calorie deficit, which means your body's going to be pulling from fat stores to fuel your exercise. And that could be the difference between a cut and a muscle building plan. It can be below that number or above that number. And I do believe that there's a magic number of calories to be above, because to build muscle, we need to be in a slight calorie surplus. And this is why when people do those bulking plans, they go eat 1,000, 2,000 extra calories over the top. The reason that's a bad idea is because there's a maximum amount, a rate that you can build muscle, especially if you're a natural guy and you're not using performance enhancing drugs and stuff like that. There's a maximum rate you can build muscle, and all the calories above that are just going to get stored as fat. So the punchline of this is I believe that 250 calories to 500 calories above that TDEE number that you calculated below is the ticket. So if a guy's total daily energy expenditure is 2,500 calories, a good place to start for muscle building would be a 3,000 calorie diet. The reason I think the 500 calorie upper upper end of the range of tacking that on top of the TDEE is a really good idea, is because it's so easy. If you're only trying to do 100 or 200 calories, that could be the difference between having a half a piece of fruit, or it could be, you know, maybe you were a little more active that day and you took the stairs a bunch of times at work, and that might have eaten up that, you know, 100 calorie surplus. So I say play it safe, go on the higher end, eat 500 extra calories over your TDEE. And then also weigh yourself regularly. If you find that you're gaining more than, I would say, a pound a week, you're likely putting on fat. And the muscle building process is a process of putting on some muscle and some fat, but we want to make sure we're putting on mostly muscle and minimizing the fat gain. So if you're gaining more than a pound per week, you're probably eating too many calories. So you could peel that back. So if you start at 500 calories over your TDEE, you might want to cut it down to 300 and see if your weight stabilizes a little bit. Because look, you know, the difference between 200 calories per day and that surplus, when you multiply that out over 7 days, that could be roughly a half a pound of weight. So this stuff does matter. Now, to make this simple, which is our ethos here at the Fit Father Project, the way I like to manipulate my TDEE, especially on the strength training days, is to use a post-workout shake. And we've kind of busted the bro science myth that you absolutely need to hit a protein shake 5 minutes after you put down that last dumbbell or you're not going to make gains. It's quite frankly not the truth. You don't ever need to use a protein powder supplement to build muscle. You can eat whole foods and, you know, have your chickens and your fishes and your different kinds of vegan plant protein sources too. Whatever your diet is, you can eat that stuff. But from a convenience standpoint, it's great to have that shake. So what we like to do is get those 300 to 500 extra calories in that post-workout shake. So the rest of your meals can stay the same. We're just manipulating those extra calories with that post-exercise shake. So what that might look like, practically speaking, is around 40 grams of protein, which is around 160 calories, plus around, let's say, double the number of carbs, 80 grams of carbs. And that would roughly be a shake that'd be around 350 to 450 calories, depending on the amount of fats that might be in that shake. So just doing a 1 to 2 ratio of proteins to carbs is a really, really great place to start. And if you're a guy who's choosing to follow a low-carb ketogenic diet to build muscle, you can also do that. And what I'd recommend in that case is to do roughly a 1-to-1 ratio of proteins to healthy fats. Just swap the carbs for healthy fats. So for example, if you do 40 grams of protein, then you might want to do 30 to 40 grams of some kind of healthy fat that you have in your diet. And you can add some avocados or some almond milk to your smoothies, a little bit of coconut or MCT oil, lots of great options. For me personally, I do believe that keeping carbs in the diet plan is going to be beneficial for your muscle building results and really training really well, but just know you can do this in many different setups. Point is that we calculate our TDEE, that free calculator is in the description. When you have that number, I want you to eat roughly 300 to 500 calories over that number, to track your weight every week to make sure you're not gaining weight too quickly. If you find you're not gaining weight at all and you're not gaining strength on your workouts, and you want to bump that food up a little bit, and I think the easiest way to manipulate that calorie surplus is by having that protein shake after you train. And then you'll have your protein shake, let's say sometime within an hour after training, and then have a meal after that. It's always a good idea when you're building muscle to take a lot of your calories after you exercise. Your body's very nutrient sensitive. Once you train, there's changes that happen actually inside your muscle cells that makes them very sensitive to soak up carbs, to soak up amino acids, to start recovering. So feed the calories post-training, very, very important. And that post-workout shake's a great place to start. So practically speaking, you get your TDEE. I divide those up throughout 3 or 4 meals, or if you intermittent fast, whatever number of meals you have, and then make sure you tack on that 300 to 500 extra calories with that post-workout shake. And you might be thinking, okay, awesome, this sounds pretty doable. I like it. Thank you for the calorie calculator, Dr. A. Really good stuff. But what do I do on the days when I don't train? Should I still be doing that kind of shake? Or should I keep the same energy expenditure all the time? Here's what I would recommend. If you're a person that finds that you're not a hard gainer and you don't have a lot of trouble putting on weight, I would only do the shake on days that you train, and not do the shake on days you're off. So let's say you lift 4 times per week, you're doing that 500 calorie shake 4 times per week. The other 3 days, you are not doing that shake. So there's gonna be a little bit of a calorie cycling that's happening. Days you train are gonna be higher calories than days you don't train. And that's a good thing for minimizing your fat gain, because you don't need as many calories on the days you're not training. If you are a hard gainer, or you find that you're doing that calorie cycling approach and you're not gaining weight, then start doing the shake every single day. Use the shake as another, mini meal, snack, or something like that throughout the day, and that'll plateau those calories, keep them constant throughout every day of the week. It'll give you an extra, let's say 1,000 to 2,000 calories per week of extra nutrition coming in, and that could be the difference between you not making gains and you starting to build some muscle. And now remember that getting the right calories is important, but you also got to be focused on getting stronger in the gym. Your muscle building plan needs to be built around the best compound exercises, the squats, the deadlifts, the pull-ups, the rows, the bench presses. And we want to make sure that these exercises actually feel good for you, they don't injure you, and they're safe on your knees, back, shoulders, and joints. So we have an old school muscle building program I mentioned before in this video. It's our 8-week no-nonsense muscle building program for guys in their 40s, 50s, 60s. That's linked below. Gives you the exact nutrition plan, gives you all the shake recipes, gives you all the training, all the form tutorials. We give you everything. If you're interested in that, that's linked below. And if you're not quite ready for that, it's totally fine too. I do recommend though that you get our video on the 5 best muscle builders. We'll send it straight to your email. We're going to show you how to take some of those classic best muscle building exercises like the squats, the deadlifts, the bench press, and modify them slightly to make them incredibly healthy and easy on your joints. So you're not getting injured, you're not wearing yourself down, and you're seeing consistent progress every single week. Small form tweaks can make a big difference with your health and your progress, just as important than nutrition. So hope you found this valuable. Definitely scroll below, check out those resources, get that calorie calculator, find your TDEE, check out Old School Muscle, check out that 5 best muscle builders video, and I'm grateful you're here. I hope you found this helpful. If you like this, let us know in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up. We really love making these videos for you, and drop us a comment if there's a topic you want us to cover in future videos. Love to hear from you. And if this is your first time here at the channel and you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? We here at the Fit Father Project are the health and fitness experts for busy guys who want to stay strong for themselves and healthy for their families. We have 400 plus videos on the channel already. We're growing like crazy here. We'd love to invite you to join our community here on YouTube. So hit the subscribe button, check the little notification bell. We publish a couple videos every single week and we'll notify you when you upload them. And I look forward to seeing you around the channel, my friend, and I'll talk to you very soon.